When the sun went down, Astra's village disappeared into darkness. Every evening, families lit candles or kerosene lamps that filled the air with smoke. Children rubbed their eyes, elders coughed, and the nights felt long and heavy. Astra remembered those nights clearly, because as a little girl, she too struggled to read her school books under the weak glow of a flickering flame. But Astra had a dream. She had left the village to study physics at college, and in every lecture she thought of home. She wanted her people to live in light, not in shadows. One afternoon, sitting at her desk, she sketched a simple idea in her notebook: a solar-powered lantern. A lantern that could capture the day's sunlight and pour it back into the night. Her first attempts were rough. In her dorm room workshop, she bent wires, fitted old bulbs, and tested panels she could barely afford. The first lantern looked broken, with wires sticking out and a cracked bulb. But when Astra switched it on under the open night sky, a soft glow appeared. It wasn't perfect, but it was hope made visible. Night after night, Astra worked harder. Some nights the lantern failed. Sometimes it would not charge. Sometimes the light would fade in just an hour. But Astra never gave up. Each failure became a lesson. Each mistake a step closer to success. One day she applied for a small grant, and to her joy, it was approved. With that money, Astra invited a group of her college friends to help. Together, they built more lanterns, one after another. Then they carried them back to her village, knocking on doors and teaching families how to use and care for them. The reaction was unforgettable. When the children switched on the lamps, they gasped in wonder. Their homes lit up like daylight, bright and clean. Mothers laughed as they cooked without smoke. Fathers could finish their work after sunset. For the first time in years, the village nights were alive. Children studying, neighbors talking, families smiling. The news spread quickly. Soon, nearby villages also wanted Astra's lanterns. One by one, more homes filled with safe, clear light. Astra stood in the street one evening, watching a little boy studying algebra under her lamp. She smiled, remembering herself as a child fighting the darkness with a smoky candle. That boy's clear eyes showed her that she had given him something she never had, the light to dream bigger. At a small gathering, villagers thanked Astra. They told her that she hadn't just given them lanterns. She had given them opportunity. She had given them evenings filled with laughter, children's learning, and hope for the future. Each lantern was more than a product. It was a story of change, a story of resilience. That night, lying in her bed, Astra thought of her journey. She had started with a simple sketch in a notebook. Now she had brought light to hundreds of homes. She realized something powerful. One idea, when nurtured with passion and teamwork, can touch countless lives. Her story reminds us that innovation is not about big laboratories or expensive machines. It is about compassion, courage, and the will to make life better. And so, Astra's lanterns shine as a message to us all. No matter how dark the world seems, one spark of hope can light the way.